Let's do it, guys. Let's have some fun. It's time for some lunchtime shenanigans. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Loft Report. Okay, guys, we're back. I'm PDubs. You're in the loft. Thanks, as always, for hanging out upstairs with us. We got some quick news and tidbits of information to discuss on this quick lunchtime live stream. First off, big thank you and also gracious thank you. Guys, we crossed 14,000 subscribers. 14,000 real human beings have hit that button, have subbed to the channel, have joined the Loft Army, and are part of the fun. And guys, I can't thank you enough, man. I never thought this channel would get 1,000 subscribers, and we are at 14,000 subscribers. My goal this year, I told everyone, is can we get this channel to 15,000 subscribers by December 31st? We got 3 months to go, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that button, join in on the fun, join the community, and come play some retro games with us. Thanks so much, guys. 14,000. I can't believe it. I'm super, super excited. And just like I've promised in other shows, videos, content that I've covered, once we hit 15,000, that's right. You guys know I love to celebrate milestones as my way of saying thank you and giving back to all of you. We will do another giveaway celebration stream with over $1,000 in products up for grabs in the live chat. We're talking Tulsa Arcades panels for your Tron cabinets. We're talking big boss panels from 99 live arcades for your legacy Arcade1Up cabinets. We're talking BitPixel LED marquees. We're talking BitPixel HV marquees. I'm going to be giving away the full shebang, baby, thanks to all of you guys. So do me a favor, make sure you guys don't leave. Stick around. Let's make sure we get to 15,000. That way I can give away some shit. You guys deserve it more than I do, that's for sure. All right, my dudes, I want to talk about a couple things. We're going to have to bring the energy down a little bit. I got a little bit of sad news, but no one else has covered this. And I think it needs to be recognized because we are all one community. If you guys are in the Reddit forums, there is a LegendsUltimate Reddit. There's a ton. There's like 8,000 people who go to the AtGames Reddit page. The Reddit page is a great source of information if you like stuff more in a written form versus a video form. But we got some sad news. The guy who's been running the page for the last year or so, his name is Dude Emo. And unfortunately, Dude Emo has come down with a severe, severe illness. And this illness, unfortunately, my dudes, is going to end up taking his life. He wrote a very, very heartfelt and kind of a sad, kind of a farewell message. He introduced the new moderator for that Reddit page, would be Scorpio. And Scorpio's going to be taking over. Good luck, Scorpio. But he's talking about pancreatic cancer and how important it is. And ladies and gentlemen, just like all of you guys, I am also in my 40s, and don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Get your prostate, I said pancreatic, prostate, get your prostate checked. Yeah, a couple of fingers up your butt for 10 seconds out of your life. It might sound embarrassing or awkward to some, but guess what? Early detection, early prevention is the key, And when you hear about stories like this, where he basically says he didn't catch it soon enough, it breaks your heart. It breaks your heart. So do me a favor, guys, in the live chat, or if you happen to catch this on replay, leave a comment on the video. Special thoughts and prayers to Dude Emo, as well as his family. I obviously don't know him personally. I don't know his family, kids, wives, all that kinds of stuff. But dudes, thoughts and prayers to him, as well as his loved ones, his friends, his family. And man, it's heartbreaking to hear that. It's heartbreaking to hear that that's going to happen. So guys, a lot of us who are in this home arcade space, when I look at my statistics, 70% of my audience, 70% of my audience are between the ages of 40 and 65 years old. That's the audience that my personality appeals to. I don't appeal to the younger crowd, and that's okay. 70 to 75%, it's usually hovering around 73 of my audience is between 40 and 65. Do me a favor, guys. Go get your prostates checked and all that kinds of stuff. I'd hate to read an article like this about one of you in the near future. But let's move on to some more positive news. I want you guys to do me a favor. Head on over to Wagner's Tech Talk. Jon Wagner is a good friend of mine, fantastic content creator. Him and AtGames have partnered up over the last year and a half. He's done a lot of fantastic guides and tutorials for his channel on AtGames products. Obviously, a lot of that similar content you will find here. Wagner and I have partnered up on several tutorials in the past, as well as, we promote each other to help increase brand awareness and things like that. And I'm very jealous that Jon Wagner got, and unfortunately, he did this as a YouTube short, so I can't make it any bigger, but he got his quad-play control panel. Now, if anyone's been following me for a while, you guys know I really just don't have an interest. I didn't really have an interest in this because it's so damn big, and the fact that I'll never use it, or like I'll never have 4 people over to play it, right? But if you watch this YouTube short, the FOMO kicks in, and I never reserved this, and AtGames isn't going to send me one for a review or anything like that. I don't get review products from AtGames anymore. So, I'm not getting one, so I can't review it, and I'm really not interested in it either. But when I see this, this looks fun, and it looks a little less cramped than some of the 4-player Arcade1Up control panels, right? So, John's in the live chat right now. Do me a favor, Jon, get off YouTube and go finish your videos. People want to actually see this thing in a 16:9 aspect ratio instead of on your cell phone, and show us what this thing's all about. Maybe I'll order one just for the hell of it next time they go on sale and all that kinds of stuff. Damn. Let's catch up on the live chat real quick, and then we're going to switch topics here to something that's very interesting. What happened? This is heartbreaking. Thoughts and prayer. It's not PDubs. It's the topic. Alpha M just posted a video about this for himself. Yeah, go get checked. There you go. Yep, guys, go get checked. Go get checked. Don't screw around. Most of you guys are my age, 40 to 65. Don't screw around. Don't screw around. Okay. What do you guys think about the quad play control panel? Should I let FOMO set in? Is this like the can't miss AtGames accessory of the year? Let me know in the live chat. I really, when I see cool stuff, a lot of like you guys, the stuff I've passed on, I end up getting it anyway. Like I passed on the Evercade EXP handheld, and guess what? I caved and I ordered one anyway. So I'm actually looking forward to getting that. But let me know what you guys think. Jolly Green is here. Love you, Jolly. Love meeting you in Chicago. He says buy it. Wolf and nose. Don't scare anyone away. Don't scare anyone away. I want one. There you go. Let me know, guys. And also, did you guys order one, reserve one, all that kinds of stuff? Let me know in the live chat. Did any of you? Somebody, please throw it in the live chat. FOMO sucks. Let's see here. And obviously, there's like a 30-second delay before I see your guys' messages. Yep, Dark Empire. Can't wait to get my Evercade EXP. David H. Buy it, try it, sign it, and then give it away if you don't like it at Christmas. No, not needed. Thank you. Sense. When are you really going to have 4 people wanting to play it? Exactly. I'm not in a situation where I have people over all the time to play it. Whereas like my buddy Tech Buzz, Stephen Haywood, he has people over weekly for game nights in his arcade room. His friends, his neighbors, they come over all the time. His house is like the party house, right? Because he's got all the cool shit. So that he would use this way more frequently than I would. You know what I mean? Something like that. Let's see here. Scott Bomer, unless you're going to have much use for it, I'd skip it. Yeah, I might have to just think about the fact that I'll never use it. I'll mount it on one of these, like either that one, playing Super Football on the Atari, or that one, which is playing Super High Impact. Super High Impact, my second favorite NFL football game now. I love Super High Impact. I should do a live stream of me playing Super High Impact. I get really into it. I'm kind of digging it a little bit more than Blitz. Although we're going to talk about Blitz. Blitz is the meat of the show here in just 1 second, guys. Only works with the version 2 Legends, right? I think so. That's right. You just reminded me. It won't work with this one, will it? Or this one? Oh God, I hate it's like a mirror. You just reminded me, Jolly. Okay. Well, then it would have to go on that one. And then it won't fit. I don't have any room. All my crap is smashed side to side. Only works with the version 2. Yep. All right. Yep. Here, Patrick's stupid. He doesn't pay enough attention. That PDubs, he sucks. All this kind of stuff. Steve Ritchie did the voice for Super High Impact. I did not know. So he's the Shao Kahn guy? That's pretty cool. Great way to look at this, guys. Divide the number of hours you plan to use it by cost and see if you feel differently. So only the version 1.1 and the 1.2. And the 1.2 is the one that's out now in stores, which I think it's got the same hardware, like same chipset and all that kinds of stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wagner. The only real difference between the new versions, the new stock that's coming over, is that they actually have the storage space, the 16 gigabytes of storage space built into the memory boards. Because what AtGames is really moving to, what they're really pushing to, is all your flash drive X stuff, the stuff that you legally purchase and download, the pinball games, the arcade game packs, all that kinds of stuff. A lot of that stuff, even when it's all said and done, it takes up less than 16 gigabytes of data. So they're trying to get you to store it all internally on the system, on the internal flash drive X. That way, you don't have to use a thumb drive at all if you're that kind of owner, right? You would only use a thumb drive for bringing your own games, that kind of stuff. But yep, 16 gigabytes. There you go. See, Wagner and I, we're homies. We're brothers from another mother. I love Jon. I love Jon. All right. So let's talk real quick about Arcade1Up NFL Blitz. So this is going to be very interesting. So my Blitz cabinet is actually out for delivery right now. It should hopefully be delivered within the next couple of hours per my UPS timestamp and tracking. This cabinet, I've made so many videos on it. I've covered this thing head to toe, minus the online play. A lot of the stuff we're hearing out there in the community is a lot of interesting information. And I don't recall anyone in this space, well, at least the people who cover this space the most. I don't recall anyone ever saying that Code Mystics was working on this cabinet or were the developer behind this cabinet or something like that. I don't think that was ever reported by myself or anybody else, but I noticed there's a lot of people out there who feel that it was reported that way. I saw a lot of comments in Facebook groups, Twitters, Discord channels, or wherever, Reddits, where people are like, "Yeah, Code Mystics was working on Blitz." And I was like, "No one ever reported that. So where did that come from?" But somebody said something, and it got Code Mystics worried. So Code Mystics sent out a tweet today, if you're on Twitter, with their little community clarifying community confusion. I have no idea what videos or content creators they're talking about. I have no idea where this came from. But some people out there were saying Code Mystics was involved with the making of the NFL Blitz cabinet. And they sent out this big tweet and they were like, "Hey, we love Arcade1Up. We love our partnership with Arcade1Up. Blah 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 blah. But we're not working on Blitz. We have nothing to do with Blitz." They send out this tweet, right? And when you look at the tweet, what they reminded you of is in the second paragraph here, that what they've done is their actual user interface, that UI that you see when you turn on these Arcade1Up cabinets and you see it on Terminator 2, Class of 81, Mortal Kombat, and others, which they point out here. That whole user interface on how the online looks, like here's the high scores, here's where your score is on the lower box, here's the available online games to play. Um, that whole leaderboard thing, like all that stuff, basically they're just, leasing that out to other developers to use with Arcade1Up. It's their user interface, but they're not actually doing any of the coding. They're not actually doing any of the programming. Really, Mike? That was you? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't catch your show last night. And I'm not giving you any shade, brother. I'm not giving you any shade at all because I honestly had no idea where this came from. I only saw people going nuts in Facebook groups and others saying that Code Mystics was working on this cabinet, and that was never reported. So I'm not throwing you any shade, my dude. I had no idea it was you. $2 super sticker from Sling Spade, things like that. So what's interesting is Code Mystics had to come out and let people know, hey, we are not working on NFL Blitz at all in any way, shape, or form. But here's what's funny, all right? And here's the question, all right? I'm going to poke the bear a little bit. But should they be? What we've heard from John D last week is that this cabinet was having some issues. They're having some struggles getting the online play where they want it to be so they can get it released to us in October and God forbid November or later, right? It should come out in October. Why not go to Code Mystics at this point? You're going to have probably because it's going to cost money, right? They've already paid one developer to work on this thing. But in all honesty, the developer that has had the most success, although they have made mistakes, look at the Killer Instinct cabinet. Code Mystics is not perfect by any means. They are not, Jesus take the wheel when it comes to online gaming. They're not the only ones who can do this work, right? But they've been the most successful at it when it comes to Arcade1Up products. Arcade1Up obviously went with a different developer. They're just using the similar user interface and all that stuff. And yeah, it's all about the money. But if you're having struggles, get Code Mystics in there. Pay them some money. Say, hey, this other developer needs some help. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done so we can get some online play. Because here, I'll be honest, guys. All right. I am not going to open my NFL Blitz cabinet. I've been thinking about it all morning. I've been thinking about it. I'm leaving that sucker in the box. I understand the cabinets, they shipped them early to satisfy people who were, a little upset that, hey, you could go to Walmart, Sam's Club, and others and pick this cabinet up and instead of pre-orders. So the Arcade1Up now is kind of like rush shipping these things early, even though they weren't supposed to ship them in October. I totally get that. But if this online play doesn't come out in the next like couple of weeks, like odds are I might, do a return or just sell the cabinet in its box or something of that nature. But again, Arcade1Up isn't giving me. Oh, is my audio better? What about now? What about now? What about now? How's my audio? How's my audio now? Thanks a lot, Mike. Did it go nuts? Did it go nuts with my silly Irish voice? Let me know in the live chat, guys. I was on a roll too, and now I just wrecked my roll. He's talking about me. Oh, you're not talking about me. Oh my God. I just look at the live chat and I see someone complaining about audio. And he was talking about Kev Grett. Kev Grett must have put out a video today. Regardless. So here's the deal. Will Arcade1Up eventually release online play on NFL Blitz? Yes, absolutely. It's going to happen. It's going to come out. John D said last week, this week we're going to get some updates. He goes, next week I'll update the community. Well, when you say that kind of stuff, John, the community holds you accountable for it. Trust me. So it is now Wednesday afternoon at noon. We are officially halfway through the week, John. You have until 5 p.m. on Friday to let us know what's happening with this NFL Blitz. We're looking forward to hearing your announcement and give us some transparency, man. Just be honest. Just say, hey, man, we're going to have to like take it down to 30 frames per second or something of that nature to get it to work, or you know what I mean? Or hey, maybe it's going to be leaderboards only. I mean, just be honest, just be transparent, and we'll go from there. Beast mode. Blitz needs a variable frame rate setting. Could help online strain. There you go. Kind of, bring it up and down. Okay. All right. I see where you're going. JT Games is here. What's up, JT Games? Sling Spade, $2. The Loft Army rules. Thanks so much. There you go. All right. My audio's been fine. Yeah. I thought he was talking about me, but he was talking to Kev Wright. Either way, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But is it going to be a great experience? Like, that's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm like not super excited to open my box. But we'll see. Here's the other thing too is, have you guys ever had like an Arcade1Up box in your house and you just stare at it and walk past it and you're like, man, I want to build that thing, but I can't. I want to build it, but not right now. I got to wait till Christmas or something of that nature. It's really hard to do. No online ever is possible. I would be so shocked. They would be in such deep poo-poo if that was the case. If it never came out, they would be in such deep poo-poo. Like, there's a lot of people right now who are jumping on this Blitz bandwagon of where, they feel they've been defrauded or something of that nature. But yes, I've done that a couple of times. What is going on? Are you saying my stream is freezing? What are you doing? Don't say that. Maybe everyone in my town is hopping on the internet right now. Either way, guys, I was trying to make this a quick loft report. Either way, it's going to happen. They'll figure it out. I would agree with beast mode. Is it going to be a great experience, though? We don't know. We need the details from John and all that. I find it very interesting, though. And it's kind of newsworthy that Code Mystics here is like, yo, dudes, we are not part of this at all. Like, keep our name out of it. All they're doing is using our UI. That's it. Like, it's kind of like, you ever see those movies where they're like, I've washed my hands of this weirdness? You know what I mean? That's kind of like what Code Mystics is doing. Oh, maybe he meant Blitz is freezing. Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about Blitz freezing. So I played this cabinet in person in Indiana, and we played it on, I guess you would call it, when you turn on the cabinet, it's on its original stock firmware. Then there's an update that will come through and it adds the third game. And so that's like the second firmware. and I played it, and with the guys, I didn't notice any freezing. Nothing like that happened. Nothing like that happened. Maybe it's because we suck and we never did an interception. From what I've seen, the little bit of videos I've seen online talking about this topic, it seems to happen like during an interception. Let me know if that's true, my dudes. Let me know if that's true. I also asked my boys, I said, guys, do you remember it freezing at all? Well, like, were we just so hype and overexcited that we missed it? And I went back and I watched the replay. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. If the game is freezing, it seems to be freezing like when they do an interception or something of that nature. You guys got to let me know. I'm still waiting on my Blitz to ship. Well, hopefully it will ship soon, my dudes. I was just happy that they saw my stream. There you go. Mo, you have been stirring up controversy after controversy. First, it was Justin Wong's video where he had stuff in the background that shouldn't have been there. You put the Arcade1Up internet on fire, and now, Mo, you're starting all this controversy with Code Mystics. Code Mystics. Turnovers are slower transitioning, but doesn't freeze. There you go. All right, so a little bit of slowdown, but still is slight freeze on turnovers. Yeah, I don't think we had turnovers. I think we just kept no defense. It was we were playing touchdown, 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 touchdown when we were playing. I don't remember seeing it. And if it was there, I would tell you. You guys know me. I would tell you. I complain about the stupidest crap. So there you go. This is just a friendly reminder to never pre-order. Either way, this Blitz launch is starting to become worse than The Simpsons. I honestly thought that The Simpsons launch was the worst managed launch in the history of Arcade1Up. But I think Blitz is going to steal it from them. I honestly think Blitz is going to take it from Simpsons. Bad luck for Arcade1Up to have a publisher come out and distance themselves because the early reviews are so bad. They don't want to be mistakenly associated with the game. Oh man, I think you mean developer, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Collision detection during turnovers, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. It slows down so it has time to switch camera angles. Interesting. Thanks so much, Silvaro. I'm glad you like my channel. But did you guys see it during that stream? Like, I don't remember it. I don't remember it happening. But hey, man, it is what it is. It is what if it's there, it's there. Maybe it's there now. Maybe it wasn't there then. I don't give a shit. Either way, they need to fix it. They need to fix it. They need in the next couple weeks push out the updates to the Blitz cabinet, or this will end up being the biggest fail in the history of Arcade1Up. Exactly. You'll end up buying this cabinet for $200 in no time if they don't fix this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly. In no time. Oh, Mo, I'm teasing you, man. Mo, I'm just teasing you. You know what I'm saying, man. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, you did stir the pot. I'm just kidding, brother. I'm just kidding. They need to change the way they treat people. What do you mean, She Lion? What did they do? Or who? Who are you talking about? Let me know. Blitz is about to be the money pit of all licenses. Here you go. Rody says he has it, and he didn't notice any freezing. There you go. All right. Keep coming. Keep coming. I was recovering from a wrestling tackle. Yes, yes. So what's interesting is Michael B says he didn't hit me that hard, but if you join the Super Game Room Dudes Facebook group, it's very easy to find. Go to Facebook, in your search bar, type Super Game Room, one word, Dudes, and our Facebook group will pop up because I don't have the link in the video description. Join our Facebook group. There's a post in there by me from like 2 days ago where I show the video of where Michael B tackled me in slow motion. And when you watch it in slow motion, you see him coming at me, grab me, lift me up, my feet leave the floor, and take me down. He basically slammed me. He slammed me, and I felt something in his pants. He said it was his Ridge wallet, but the jury's still out on that one. The jury's still out on that one. All right. There we go. Here's Tyler Fisher. We love Tyler. The game is very buggy, and John Kitna isn't white in the game. It's still fun though. What? That's weird. $2 Cog Hill. Glad I bought the arcade for 300. There you go. I think you're talking about an original arcade. All right, here we go. King Creole, who is terrible at Breaker's Revenge. I haven't noticed any issues. I beat 10 games. It played smooth. I do get random audible pop-up, which I'm sure will be solved in the patch update. Random audible pop-up. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. He just beat the Dolphins, but it was very buggy. Wrong number of players. There you go. Hey, Hollywood Polo's here. Everyone say hi. He's like the nicest guy in our gaming community. There you go. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on real quick. I find it interesting that Code Mystics is washing their hands of this weirdness. But then again, they're just trying to clarify that they're not really involved in this cabinet in any way, shape, or form. But I personally think they should be. I think a lot of us said for years, the last couple of years, that Code Mystics should do every single Arcade1Up cabinet. Arcade1Up should just fork over the money to them because I think even if it drives up costs for us on the end, I think if it's a great experience, we're willing to spend the money. If the cabinet looks great, if the controls feel great, if the gameplay is great, and the gameplay should be one of the most important things. The monitor is great, the speakers are great. If it's a great experience, we're willing to pay for it. If it's not a great experience, we only want to pay $200 for it or $75 for it, or we don't want to buy it at all. We don't want to buy it at all. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Yep, we need to do a rematch. Yeah, let's get a super high impact cab. Let's do that. So that's all they got to do, you know? Give us a great experience and we'll be super excited about the product. Let's see here. Let's see JT Games. I've had Blitz since last week, and my only problem is the marquee is washed bad. I said it. I made 3 videos saying the marquee looked terrible. Bad game, reset a couple of times after the end of the 3rd quarter, but it hasn't frozen or done anything since the first 5 games runs great. There you go. See, I want this real world feedback, guys, because some of you guys who have now owned your Blitz cabinets have now spent more time on this cabinet than even all the YouTubers. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us are waiting for our damn cabinets to show up. Even 19K Fox, he got to take that cabinet home early, but then he travels for work. He hasn't had a chance to play the cabinet. You know what I mean? Limited. Yeah, the marquee is poop. Marquee is poop. And I'm sure Sabo's Arcades, as well as my boy Laramie over at Retro 530, will have marquee replacements. Yeah, I will know this. Out of a lot of, you know how they say you should just ignore or not feed trolls or people that give you bad press. Here's what I will say about Code Mystics. They go into any YouTube video where they're mentioned and they write something, either thanks for the kind words, or if like someone says Code Mystics sucks, and I'm not even talking about our community, if because they work on other things. They go in and they're like, well, you know, this is what's going on here, blah, 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 blah. Code Mystics is, they're not about avoiding not talking about their brand or defending their brand. What's up, Saul PDubs? Ted says he canceled his pre order. All right. Oh, those Canada prices suck, my dude. Chris P says he's played 10 games so far. He didn't see any flaws in gameplay other than some slowdown during the turnovers. Well, hopefully they could fix that during the turnovers. Should Blitz be reviewed before online play is implemented? Well, I mean, it needs to be quality assurance checked and reviewers, and then it's implemented, and then reviewers review it after that point. Does that make sense? So yeah, it just needs to be go through their QA process, and the QA team needs to do a good job and say, we don't think anyone has anything to complain about, but we'll find something. That was a joke. That was a joke. Anyway, this loft report has gone on for 30 minutes. It was supposed to be 10 minutes, but hey, it is what it is. Make sure you guys subscribe to Jon Wagner. Make sure you guys check out his channel. He's going to have a lot of content coming out about that quad play control battle. Hopefully, he doesn't give me the FOMO to go purchase one because I have no need of that product. But I will admit, his YouTube short, which I played at the beginning of the show in case you came in late, go back, watch the replay. It actually got me interested. I thought it looked pretty badass. I thought it looked pretty badass, the quad play control panel. Also, I'm going to have a video coming out about the Bit LCD marquee, a little tutorial on doing some cool things, swapping out some artwork. That'll be coming out. And of course, I got to get to my racing cabinet. After my racing cabinet, I got some Steam Deck videos coming out. After that's done, we got my Cubert cocktail table restoration videos. After that's done, we are doing a major overhaul to our AtGames Legends pinball machine that you don't want to miss. I'm so excited about modding the hell out of that thing. I can't wait for you guys to join me on all these quests because we are on the road to 15,000 real human being subscribers, which I'm super, super excited about. If you enjoyed this stream, do me a favor, guys. Give me a thumbs up on the way out. Leave your comments, feedback, reactions below, especially if you watch this on replay. Big prayers to Dude Emo from the Legends Reddit, as well as my thoughts go out to you and your family, your friends, your loved ones, and Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. All right, my dudes, give us a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, thank you for subscribing. I'm out of here.